Greetings. Join us. Somebody's here. Got a tail. Just screw a tail. If I can put that tail on the. Oh. Coming back. She leaves and then she comes back. Somebody's coming. Somebody's walking by. All right. So an anonymous person by the name of the Grandmaster Alien. I gave him that title. Shared with me 4 videos in San Francisco of a ship that is here's an alien right here. Look, you don't have to go very far. Look. Yeah, a alien ship that's looks like an alien ship and it's far away. It's shot on a cell phone, of course. I mean, you don't exactly, who's prepared for something like that. But it's over San Francisco, not necessarily the downtown area, but it's not too far away from it. And they'll show kind of the idea of where it is. It might still be there today. There's no fighter jets or anything to fly to get rid of it, to scare it off. It just hovered there for a while. So a while meaning like hours. And I think, yeah, he said there was another one, but you most likely you can pick up on the vibe. So I gave you the setup, if I remember right. Yeah, he just did an energy clearing. He was an energy worker, and he did energy clearing. And then his intuition said, look out the window, and he saw that ship. Like, you can barely see the thing. It's pretty far away, but it's not that far away. You can pick up his consciousness. That says something. So it kind of give you an idea of how some of that works. So, all right, we'll okay. Okay, I'll turn off my video. Actually, we'll just do it this way. Yeah, okay, we'll do it this way, and it's gonna be 4 videos, no sound. I'll just let them play themselves out. Okay, yeah, obviously it's far away, so it's not going to have like a huge amount of details. It's like a speck if your monitor is not clean or your screen isn't clear. It's kind of hard to see it. But you connect to the consciousness of it. Now it's, there's different ways of connecting to it. It's like, is it a military ship? I believe it's I feel like it's an alien energy. Uh, it's like you could have another, you know, like a version of yourself could be on there. Let's put it that way. Which I think was happening in this situation. And it feels like there's three individuals on that ship, but at least that's the feeling I could picked up on. Of course, it can always be a military situation. Could be a re-engineered ship. I don't think it is, but it's really hard to tell. But either way, yeah, use your own assessment of it. But it sat there forever, and so there was no fighter jets to get rid of it or anything like that. So he said he's had that before, where he saw a ship similar to that, but fighter jets up here and he got rid of it. It was fighter jets or was a helicopters, one of the two. But there were planes flying by it too, which is interesting. Not right next to it, but they were flying the area of it. So there you go. So yeah, I can do a quick connection on it. Yeah, this won't be no video tomorrow. This will be it for next one will be Saturday. But yeah, because of this coming up, that's why I made a video today. So right before the holidays, how exciting! And I'm not sure if it's still there or not. Of course, it's probably nighttime there. It's yeah, it's definitely nighttime right there. It's like 8 o'clock, almost 9. So at least in that part of the world. So yeah, San Francisco. Yeah, there is definitely a shadow government energy there, obviously. Yeah, engineered it to fall. He said to get rid of some people or everybody. I'm not sure of price. I would imagine housing price. I imagine rent has gone down, but maybe not all places. Either way, they did it. It's doing a purge. Let's put it that way. And we have all places to cities to crash. San Francisco, of course, New York's been through its problems, but for San Francisco to go to this level is saying something. Anyway, all right. We'll do a connection there. We'll just kind of keep it open. Once again, this is your own intuition. Everyone's going to see it differently. Those are under like so much SSP energy and all. They're going to call it whatever they're going to call it. It's like, okay, whatever. Have fun with that. But it's just, it is monitoring, no doubt. I mean, it was hovering there. I think it went up and down. I think you also see it. It has like a fin or back into it also. So either one. Okay, all right, we'll do a connection here, and realize it's just a point of view. Some might take it, you know how it goes out there. So yeah, yeah. All right, well, here we go. All right, blessings. Greens is alien consciousness. Yes, this alien frequency is just here to observe, but also sending energy to the earth. It is a foreign frequency that your military personnel is not used to, or even your earth is used to. This is an alien of your aliens. Basically, it's not a species that's normally here. So you'd be surprised how many alien groups can connect to your world and not even be noticed. And yes, as you just trust your instincts. Humans have difficulties with that. Yes, they're usually trusting someone else's point of view and not their own. That's what makes this world so unique compared to other planets, because normally alien species connect to their own frequencies, trust themselves. It is nice to see other points of view. And yes, it's always nice to be open to other points of view. That is always encouraged. But your world is, as you know, more controlled. Like it's giving you news through news presenters, which is giving, it's only a few giving you their point of view and not letting the world connect to it on its own. So as if you just remove your news presenters and just let humanity connect to it, it can heal the process. Whatever's going on there. If there's a violent act, can actually clear it quickly. It all depends on the species of human. But as you can see, knowledge has been given only to a few. Not to say news is knowledge, but it is more like a weaponized manipulation. But as for a spiritual connection, ideas, even if you're not always fully advanced, of course, there's a lot of that are still opening themselves up. But the idea is to, train society to train itself to know the different levels of your abilities and to advance them together. Not to say it'll all be the same, but at least you are aware of each other's abilities instead of it just being a mystery and society doesn't want to talk about it. So yes, then you have individuals here that are telling you just to listen to them and nobody else, which is a red flag, as you would say it. It's like, yes, a person coming in to say that they're some kind of king or queen or some kind of news presenter or whatever it might be. But really, it comes down to just let the collective decide. Put whatever information you want into the world, so be it. It's free will energies. But then let the individual decide. And if there are souls that need to be taken into a soul hijacking or whatever it might be, society can recognize it better, because right now it's difficult to recognize because you're so disconnected from each other. The idea, you have an internet here, but the idea is to connect to each other. So you have well, we don't call it a soul internet, you call it whatever you want, but it's a soul connection to each other. It doesn't mean you have to go by a hive mind. It's just that you're seeing each individual frequencies be able to tap into each other. It just makes life a lot easier. But yes, this world is more challenging, so it turned all everything off and just let you go by the visual, which is the Archon program. The Archon energies is why most society is outside instead of inside. Because when you're inside yourself, the outside really doesn't matter. This is why you have like aliens with 3 eyes, 4 eyes, 10 ears, whatever it might be, or things coming out of their heads, because that's how they connect. Not everybody has to have that, but some of them do. Not necessarily to be advanced. It's just how they operate. So yeah, you can have a human with elephant ears. They don't have to be huge ears, but they can be elephant type ears and so on. Yes, you can get very alien here. Not to say your world goes to that level, but it's basically you become more aware of your different diversity connections, insectoid, and it's just the soul gravitates to what it's interested in developing through. It doesn't mean it has to be on a spiritual level, but now realize you're here in a physical realm, and some of you have trained yourself to connect to your abilities, but it took a long time to do so. And of course, as you see, there are intuitives that still easily get hijacked. They haven't quite figured themselves out yet. It's complicated out there. But you're in a physical body connected to the spiritual realms, trying to get the accurate information as possible. And that's the other thing. Yes, you might be accurate, but do people want to hear it? Are you telling them that they want to hear? Because a lot of times the truth of an individual, they're not interested. They want to hear what they want to hear, which makes things more complicated. So that's what makes, giving someone a spiritual, reading almost impossible here. I mean, it is possible, but it's also impossible many times. And of course, you have individuals just not ready for their own truth. There's that also. But there's others that just don't want to hear it. Tell me what I want to hear. They don't really say it physically, but they do it on a vibrational level. And for those that are doing that, you might want to do an energy clearing there. If you want to. There's many that just feel there's nothing wrong with that. So, spiritual education is difficult here. Well, it's not. It's just not in the curriculum. it's all physical. And the beings that designed it like this, why we experience this is to, yes, to help souls. It's diving into this world is like diving into the abyss, kind of like a black hole to a certain level. But once again, you realize how the majority, many times, are being misled. But that's normal here. And they're also they're rewarded for their being misled. So it makes things more complicated. And also those that are, still in a spiritual development where they feel like they're more advanced than they are. And yes, they build the ego, the narcissist side, and that's a difficult one to heal. That's a whole nother process. No, if they want to, they can go on for a very long time until they can be able to heal that. Because usually the narcissist doesn't realize you're going to have it. It's normal to them. So how can you heal something they feel like it's normal? It's like, there's nothing wrong with me. I'm fine. So, and some of you have run into a lot of that. So, but that's, it just shows how complicated the physical realms are here. And all physical realms the spirit realm still has difficulties too, but you can see things a lot more clearer there. But the growth isn't the same. In this world, the less you see, the more you grow, actually. But then again, there's those that are trying to grow spiritually. Yes, feel they're more advanced than they actually are, but try telling them that. So that's where the delusion energy comes into the fill in the gaps where they can't connect to. So they just invent it in their mind. There's not a reality where there's a truth there, but it doesn't mean they're connecting to your reality here. So why we are here is observing, yes, to share our energies with you, and to we don't necessarily need a name. You can call us, yes, your world names many things. So whatever works for you. So all right, blessings. Okay.